Hey everyone, Zaronce here with another quick little Battleground guide video. Today we're going to talk about the add-ons that I use and the ones that I think are important for use in Battlegrounds. So the first couple, the UI add-ons. For my UI I use Bartender 4. I really like it. It's lightweight, it's easily customizable, and you can pretty much set your bars up however you like. And then for damage meters I use Skada. Again, it's another lightweight add-on. And so these two, Bartender and Skada, they're kind of the lightweight options compared to what most people use, which would be details for your meters or EIV UI for your user interface. So like I said, most people use those. I prefer these just because they're lighter weight, and I'm not running on like a super good computer. I'm running on like a 96 Macintosh fatback, so I gotta work with what I can. For my enemy frames, I use Battleground enemies. This was formerly Battleground targets before that was kind of discontinued. So this is a really simple add-on. It just shows the entire enemy team, their spec. You can organize it how you like. You can set it for your friendly frames as well. So it's really easy to use. Another one that's pretty good is capping. This shows PvP timers, like when the battle starts. As we cap flags, you'll see it'll show when the flag will turn, and then it'll show the final score based on the current base count. So those are the pretty easy ones. I recommend having all of those for standard Battlegrounds. Another one that's really good is called Healers Have to Die, or HHTD. So you'll see when we get in this opening fight, or even now, that icon that displays above a healer's head shows you who the healers are. So you can easily pick them out in a team fight. What it does is it registers them based on how much healing they've done. So these guys haven't done any healing yet, so they don't show up. This guy must have topped someone off inside before the gates open. So you'll see as the fight kind of advances, you'll be able to easily pick out the healers and make sure that you focus on them. So you'll also notice all these buffs on people. That's the big debuffs add-on. It's extremely useful. I just got it the other day personally. It's really great for knowing when people pop defensives, or when they pop burst, or when they're CC'd or interrupted or anything like that. So it's a very useful add-on. Again, highly recommend that one. Another couple add-ons that I run, I have, it's called DG Kill Shot, and then I also have another Kill Shot add-on that is called Killing Blow Enhanced, and that's just for a little fun. Does a shout out when I get a killing blow. Does an icon on the screen. It's good for when I'm streaming, or just for general entertainment. Say kill shot, a double kill, triple kill, multi-kill, all that stuff. So it's a lot of fun to use. So you can see with capping, it shows the final score based on the bases. It doesn't count the ones that haven't turned yet. It shows when the bases will turn. And yeah, that's about it. Cast bars, I use Gnosis. You can also use Quartz. There's a couple different options for how you want to use your cast bars. I use Gnosis. It's customizable again. It's simple to use, easy to set up. It's accurate as far as getting interrupts and different things like that. There you can see the Killing Blow add-on kicking in. This guy's using pheromones, which I don't really recommend, but that's for another video. And then the more PvE oriented add-ons that I use are called Pawn and Simulation Craft, and these kind of work in tandem. So Simulation Craft keeps an inventory of all your gear, so you can copy and paste it into raid bots and you can sim your character. You can do this for stat weights and things like that, and it shows you can adjust like the fight duration, the fight style, so that you can try to find the best weights for whatever you deem to be a PvP similar situation, or a PvP-esque situation. So those are the add-ons that I find the most useful. And then Pawn, you just plug in your stat weights and it'll give you an idea, it'll give you an idea when you have an item of how much of an upgrade it is based on all the different weights that you have plugged in. Something to keep in mind when using those though is that they are not 100% accurate, right? Especially when you're taking a PvE simulation, which all of them will be. There's no PvP simulation. There's nothing even close to it. So you're taking a PvE simulation and you're trying to make it work for PvP, so it's obviously not going to be 100% accurate, and you can't just blindly rely on it. So that's something that's important to keep in mind. So when you use Simulation Craft, right, you just click on it. This is what it looks like. It just has all your gear, your covenant, your binds, everything. You just copy and paste that into Raidbots or another simulation site, just to get an idea of, you know, the best gear to use in different situations, the best enchants, the best talents. Even you can sim pretty much everything. So that's a handy add-on to have. It's useful for sure. But you can see. You know, healers have to die. That one's really useful. Capping can be really useful in close games, especially if you're in a situation where you're not sure if you want to push another base or if you can kind of just stay put and survive or win. Yeah, those are the ones that I highly recommend. Especially like Battleground enemies, you can see how many people are targeting a certain player. You can see what classes are targeting them. So, you know, if you're running with a Death Knight TC, and you only have one Death Knight in your group, you can just find the red dot and you can see who they're targeting. You can make sure people are actually concentrating their fire on someone. You know, if you're the target caller, you can see how many people are actually on the target that you're calling. You can see what class they are, etc. This is Gnosis with Fleshcraft channeling. You can move it around as you like. Because of the way I have my UI set up with Bartender, I actually need a Caspar add-on to show me or to move where my Caspar is. Otherwise, it would be right on top of my UI, which kind of sucks and is obviously annoying. Gnosis can also show ticks, so you can know when to cancel a channel, to not clip any ticks or to clip minimal ticks, or do it like right after a damage tick for maximum uptime or efficiency or whatever. You can see that guy's snared. You know, you can see that's with big debuff, so you can see that defensive debuff there. You can see the offensive debuff there on Holy Frenzy. But overall, you know, these add-ons can really help a lot with kind of simplifying everything that you have to pay attention to and look for in a game. And the reason that I run 2 Killing Blow add-ons is because I'm not sure which one is the voice and which one's the picture, and I like to have both, so I just keep it like that. If you have a better setup than I do, you can run EIV UI and you can run details. Details will give you even more information than SCADA. More detailed information. It's just overall better, but it takes more memory to run it. It takes more effort on behalf of your computer, which is why I run SCADA, like I said. And then same with the EIV UI. It's far more customizable. You can change literally everything about your UI with that add-on, but at the cost of being more difficult for a lesser computer such as mine to actually handle being able to run it. So I hope you enjoyed this guide. I did it to a Battleground background this time because I think that videos of me just sitting there talking for an hour are probably not nearly as entertaining, although I did get a little distracted here. I hope that you didn't pay too much attention to the times I died and instead just paid attention to how cool my character looks with his awesome transmog. It does look pretty cool. I'm a fan of that one. So you can see that guy bubble sacked, so you're not really going to do a lot of damage to either one of these guys right now. That guy's bubble too. God, I hate paladins so much. He can still one-shot you from inside that bubble, so enjoy that. Yeah, so that'll just about do it for this video. If you have any questions about any other add-ons, feel free to ask them in the comments or catch me on my stream, twitch.tv/Zaronce. You can ask me questions there. You can tweet me at Zaronce. All my handles and everything, it's all just Zaronce. Easy to remember. And like I said, there's other add-ons you can use for similar purposes. These are just the ones I use. Like you can use DBM PvP timers. You can use EIV UI. You can use, you know, a whole number of different add-ons that serve the same purpose. These are just the ones that I personally use. They work for me. They help me see what's going on a little bit more easily. And again, these are tailored for Battlegrounds. So if you're doing Arena, you're going to need things like Gladius, Gladiator Losa, a whole number of different add-ons. And then you won't need things like Battleground enemies, obviously. So it's important to kind of tailor your add-ons to the content that you're doing if you want to maximize what you're getting out of them. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed the guide. I hope you found it helpful. If you did enjoy it, please hit me with a like and or subscribe. Really appreciate all the support that I've gotten so far, and every like, every subscribe feels really good. So if you enjoy it, please hit that like or subscribe button, or both if you really enjoyed it, and if you want to catch live games on my DK, you can catch my stream, twitch.tv/Zaronce. And yeah, hope this guide was helpful. Hope my other guides were helpful as well. If you have time to check them out, feel free to do so. And yeah, hope to see you around. Thanks for watching.